Professor Gyampo were crying on TV say labor union nationwide strike, indefinite strike, because Omampeni Akufo-Addo hasn't called for a state of emergency. Yaba Bemu Akwaje post shipping authority CEO not to come Galamsey apeja ni mu but nka ho asem. Why are we doing this to ourselves? Why are we doing this to ourselves? Adena omaya yetim yentumi nya nipa ba ku mienu pempo no mo ka se ye de ye begina bebi egina na me so pa ho ko fa pictures and videos of omo yes labor union e ma no na fa pictures of omo agitations na ko hwe aka me yensa pe no mo ko ji post o mampeni mahama bam omo ka nyina akwa ko ji post. When was the last time I was a Professor Gyampo eka Galamsey hunsam objectives no so even to the extent that omo call last your friend is saying trade union meeting here omo can say no they don't think say they have to declare the nationwide strike or Bejila TV so can say the colleagues like Odiska or granting interview say Ebimo I compromised now he is going to remain the conscience of the nation ekasa go ye ba ye no Galamsey epeja what is wakasa can I be pedi ni pa mate he mameka se mitro about a week or two to elections Professor Gyampo o chesi Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia sa ahemachi na o chesi no with or say a undertaking for all candidates to sign say when they come to power they are committing to in fact next week they undertaking no copy member they are committing to doing some specific things should they win power. They say oyeya to the extent that of frame I catch them say me my your friend is saying say ya mad Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia and sign this undertaking now they will come out and let the whole nation know say all candidates have signed except Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia. Professor Gyampo, I still have everything here. Emma, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia signed here. Me I was there. Dr. Bawumia signed the undertaking. Me no the mommy. And I met my friend Professor Gyampo and Mr. Kanashibe and I made a copy. In fact, he even said me don't forget he had copy for now. I'm sending a soft copy and I sent it to him. That undertaking and the content of that undertaking, Professor Gyampo, the undertaking is still with you. You have a copy. You told me and told Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia say all the candidates have signed, including His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Then, so if John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency, signed that undertaking there, Professor Gyampo, take that undertaking and call out the president for overseeing a country that is decaying and sinking even lower in Galamsey than he came to meet. Speak up, because me say me send this document Professor Gyampo around 12:1 a.m. At some point it was almost like a blackmail. One sign here, let's say what I also put Galamsey because we are signing. Or catch said John Mahama signing, all the other candidates are signing. If His Excellency John Dramani Mahama signed that undertaking, that's a Professor Gyampo, you are not taking that undertaking, putting it on your Facebook wall and calling out the president, then you are a big disservice to this country. What do you know? What bomb from? What dad or my way? Hey, in this country, run up to 2024 elections, there were a few people that a lot of people were quoting in this country in terms of advocacy. Professor Gyampo was one of them. And I don't forget to say he was speaking in an official capacity. UTAG UG secretary into Okasa near far, and every day, if you call everyday threats, every day in the government, we will go on strike. In a UGD, well, we are going to vote, we will go on strike every day. Now Galamsey has escalated. Why is Professor Gyampo not speaking? Why? In a woman, what position we are buying him in our car buying him. In a Galamsey, no my way, in a kuya, sa undertaking now. Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia signing here now. You don't copy me now. Okache and say Mahama, His Excellency is signing. Professor Gyampo, for sa undertaking no. Now call out the president. Now on taking decisive action on Galamsey. I am not saying say Galamsey was not there the time he came. Galamsey was there before Akufo-Addo came. Galamsey was there before Akufo-Addo came. And yet we kicked him out of power because of Galamsey. And I will buy power on the back of Galamsey. And then Galamsey no apeja no mohomba miensa than Roberto no barely 120 days ago. So you have to act. And I am saying this because we don't see a single new thing. Yemu adefo for baako. Bakumpo awaya, different from what you came to meet. And that's why I am worried. Very, very worried. Now, Okoka, na MPP aban na mo buy de na mo ye no eno na wo gusu awo ye eti sa wo fi say yan ye hwede a ana de ye na ya na na we me no kasa wi afofom from Professor Gyampo na ka say prof you see undertaking bia
onu kwa ne Ghana ni
no so no lead undertaking no that's why I'm specific na me choose me words I'm choosing carefully one me methodist ni two me equipping me and I train me ko private school yen mo yedin Dennis Aboagye ye mo yedin Aboagye Dennis. That means that you training in a certain way. We should be able to send him first. Likely so private school. What is your name? My name is Aboagye Dennis. There's a likely we are trained in a certain way. Me can't throw and to me paso. I can tell you that for a fact. I don't undermine. I don't blackmail. I don't sabotage. I don't lie on people. I don't know. As a political party, our fight is against NDC, not individuals. I am singling out Professor Gyampo because he personally dealt with me.
Until payback time.
No, I am simply saying, sir, on my sign a reminder. Thank you, Doc. Thank you, Doc. A reminder, say, Obekaya Prof, all the candidates signing undertaking me, committing to certain actions on Galamsey should they win power. Woman, Dr. Mahmoud Bamia signing me. I remember that you told me, sir, as at the time I hear signing, what's a candidate in our signing? Except Dr. Mahmoud Bamia, yes, signing from bro. Now, my press conference. Yes, I need me and me for the mao. Professor Gyampo, me say, me kai was say undertaking a beya. Ja position now, wakokodi NDC abai no na into to Minkasano. Now, first undertaking, no, now call out the president. And when they now, what they call strike, what they share you tagechi, a call strike. My students see 3 months, weeks. Because of Galamsey, at some point people even told you say, Nanka Galamsey in some point if a students in Ubaya or punish you, what say it's for the fight, it's for Mother Ghana. What say it was for Mother Ghana. Who advocate said 2 weeks to elections, you declare state of emergency. Now on mine and shut it down. Otherwise, labor union will go on an indefinite strike. You are still alive. The undertaking is still in your hands. Unfortunately, Professor Gyampo, Galamsey now say you declare state of emergency in 2024. No, akoho a page mo sense in city no, and Brenda so. Say obe fa undertaking no, no from ampeni no wakai ne say, niama o sign ye no, and Brenda so say obedu ho.
You, when you were in an opposition, you created an impression in the psyche of many Ghanaians that a vice president has so much to do to change the governance of a country. So you hunted Kwesi Emisa-Atta. Every opportunity that you had, you told your mind, you told him your mind, culminating in the posing of the 170 questions. Now you see, Emisa-Atta, a gentleman, he would just nod and then just move away, and he was not. But in my mind, you festered a certain impression in the psyche of many Ghanaians that a vice president can do so much. And now Kwesi Emisa-Atta was being incompetent. He couldn't do this, he cannot do that, he cannot do. He said all that. Okay, the man is dead and gone. Now you have become a vice president. When you went in there, then you realize that so many things cannot be done by a vice president, and that's how come you keep referring to yourself as being there and being only a mate. Mm-hmm. Okay, now when you started referring, or before referring yourself to being only a mate, what would have won the hearts of Ghanaians would have been a public apology, first of all to the family of the late Emisa-Atta. That look, Emisa-Atta and your family, I was wrong. When I was in opposition, I thought the vice president could do so much, but I got into the seat and realized that you can do nothing. And so I am sorry to the family of Emisa-Atta for doing those things to you. You see, there is nothing wrong. In fact, people don't know when you are wrong and you say you are sorry, you have a critical mass of discerning citizenry who see you more as a darling.
Why? And I MPP young way hinty. Obianka, in Crawford a demonstration 1 week. I want Krakrum because of Galamsey. 1 week. No much the chrome. In Crawford Bar Hospital 37 cries because of the Sabe, winning answer. For a week. Now Galamsey became a matter, an albatross around MPP the whole of 2024. I'm making sure say Galamsey be pushing our opposition to the extent that 2 weeks to elections, these people and their surrogates, Professor Gyampo, were crying on TV say Labour Union nina nationwide strike, indefinite strike, because Omampeni Akufo-Addo hasn't called for a state of emergency. Yaba be mu akwaje post. Shipping authority CEO not to okom. Galamsey apeje ni mu but onka ho asem. Why are we doing this to ourselves? Why are we doing this to ourselves?
I don't like to fight, but I don't hate to fight. Some of them have come to me to beg me that focus on your work and forget about MPP. I will do so, but I'm telling you that I am not your regular professor. I'm not your regular CU. I can be calm, I can be gentle, but I can also be unconventional. And so I'll meet them boot for boot. I'll focus, but where necessary, if I have to hit at them, I will do it harder, with the view to ensuring that those who know next to nothing about governance are kept out of the corridors of power.
You call him Ufeno as NDC member, not as
Why?
Professor.
There have been appointment by any member.
Now, Obi, why are we discussing a partisan person just like me?
Professor Gyampo. That be lecturer. Now, government appointee.
Political appointee. Mentia, I'm catching Professor Gyampo NDC ni. No, NDC Juma. And I was in India. Can a professor no? Haven't I been proven right? And I could be Mensa. Professor could Mensa. I'm not going to say also NDC card.
Also a leftist.
Also NDC card. Also NDC membership. He said it, and that he's not an ardent, but he has membership of the NDC. Haven't we been saying it? We have been saying it from day one. So why are you calling him? He shouldn't come and explain anything. On call it on the albino to go on a state of emergency. Professor Gyampo, when and now what access to abide MPP abide than Professor Gyampo? The number of people on Mampeni Abedeche, it will be WhatsApp. It Professor Gyampo. What is he talking about?
FM. Mampeni
Nana they don't quote for Dr. Mahamoud Bano. No more WhatsApp to send now for. What are you? Yes. Bisa to Dr. Mahamoud Bano na mo to be sending WhatsApp sir. Bisa no. Only didn't come on WhatsApp. So what is he talking about? He didn't know that. Eno be jina a friend is saying TUC are all swenye because ne go for an supporting am declare nationwide strike. You know now yama wefu.
The food saying
and now that's all appointment.
That's not fair.
It's not fair saying. I don't know, Professor. Hold on. Wait.
Dennis Miracles
Aboagye. Obi. Oh yeah. Osei Bonsu. Professor, any abayeduma. I don't know who just called another abayeduma. Explain.
Oh, sir, official skill set bit me aboa.
Political science. Professor, our skill set to be Abua, Supers Council, SM Professor Jumano, Supers Authority, SM Professor Jumano campus.
Why not?
Okay, and then no dinner for Odina Kumechi. No Odina Kumechi, and Matthew Funasai, Nakumechi, no that quite political appointment. We all knew, those of us in MPP, we were not surprised. I wasn't surprised. I knew Professor Gyampo was actually actively lobbying to get his appointment. Kobi Mensah was lobbying. In fact, the other professors here, Omobaye flyer distribution, because they were the NDC, almost NDC at by traffic, teacher flyers. You're from here. And the first so-called neutrals, it's like a weapon, why any at least why the committee, don't know that committee, about board soon and say, and to be able to say a bonus or a board member. Gachi, or Benjamin dear. Lord Mensa, quite a non put the emphasis on not share NDC tag, the common workshops near there. Into Omni but I know some. Obia to be join a political party or they can say member that Ghana for say one Kasama party be ye kasane ye tia ne ye kaya sama no ma frɛ me tia na me ne samiye NPP ni NDC no afrɛ say you know ye academicians no ye no ye kaya say be say ye chechem no bi eja ye de tie ne ye tie no nkwa de so o kano se odoman no so odisiesie na koma be na koma pe so say mama Yusufu obi ya be o man we mu settings ne package na ban pa na ba betre e konso no settings and the packaging it's a normal number and ya fine ya excavator. Is that what we voted for you to come and do? And you trouble moments on me and no say no why are they still doing it? So I mean until say you bedu pointer omo nkasa ba ko 6.4 billion omba di yin to boa say be a party no mo kwada braka no be obi yin kakra now munya 6.4 billion no mo from the fixes our whole no there yentias you. I don't think any Ghanaian is ready for any new tax.
We are not honoring any invitation of any interministerial committee. The demand is simple. Declare state of emergency, place a moratorium on mining, whether legal or illegal. Let the water bodies regain their territory, their integrity.